as well now.
No way.
For Schalke.
Okay.
It's mid lane Nocturne.
Is it actually mid lane?
So this is a combination. Karthus Nocturne is a combo that's being played a lot over in the LPL, and it's actually a combination that me and Betty, when we duoed,
does not have the flash. Yes, he can Hex Flash, but his ability to flash pulverize or Hex Flash pulverize and go in. Here comes the paranoia. It's perfect. Ender, you predicted it. The Requiem and Schalke's dreams perhaps are coming.
In that situation, Torre had to play so much deeper in the lane. He was effectively slow things down, allow this Cloud Drake to go to the hands of Schalke. They don't need to overforce, given their situation.
Just a while ago, he should really be doing this here once again instead of being
really bad
in
for
the
Excel.
pit. As you say, Gilius already got the Leandri's Anguish. Here comes Cries. They're looking for Gilius. The hook only lands onto limit. He pops the Unbreakable Wind. Curtain's Call on the top side of the fight as Cries is already down to half HP. That Rift Herald still doing work here for Schalke. And the Stride Breaker in allows Broken Blade to kill off Cries. And I'm really not sure why XL have decided once again to push forward for this fight. Torre going in, putting the box down. Abadage is going to use the Soul Shroud. Here comes the Unstoppable Onslaught. Abadage flashes away. The tower being dived the entire time. Immortal Shield Bow is the pick here on the Aphelios. As you said, expect some Grievous Wounds sometime out of Schalke here. An Executioner's Calling here, an Oblivion Orb there, you know, just to get that little bit of extra damage on the AD carry. And with the Infernal Dragon coming up in 8 seconds, you can see XL already starting to set up around it. There's a TP for Cries if he wants to join this. Dan, there's quite a lot of damage there to limit with the Infected Cleaver. Abadage has a flank position. There's a ward. Paranoia, Cannibal flying! The Requiem, Praetor, whatever gods you do, XL, because immediately they are just deleted off the map. Gilius sings a song and their souls are sent to Valhalla. Dan killed off in the end. It's triples for Schalke. And in the end, XL can do nothing in that fight.
That combination is just disgusting. Oh my, we're like they had no setup whatsoever other than that Cries was not there to tank in the front line. They saw Patrick, they killed Patrick, and now they have this big beefy raid boss left in their sights.
I mean, in the end, they're getting the Dragon while this happens. They're looking to kill off Cries, maybe have his death timer at a different position to the rest of XL. Cries goes down. Schalke currently 6
here up against Broken Blade. I don't know if he wins this one. There's 2 items to 1.
Dan is on his way. Dan is on his way, and Cries has the Frostfire Gauntlet for the slows. Dan working his way down here as well with the Sadism popped for the extra movement speed. Cries flashing forward. Broken Blade pops the Cannon Barrage down. Broken Blade, you have to feel, will be sacrificed here. XL find a pick and their first kill of this playoff match in the bottom lane.
XL, I hope that XL had vision or knew that with Gilius' Karthus, that champion's so insane and taking those objectives. And you look at the top river, just control war.
We saw Dan and Cries trying to shadow each other for a little while, hoping that Broken Blade perhaps overextended. Without that flash, maybe they could have found another pick. And across
in a team comp, someone like an All-Star is looking for a flank maneuver, get onto the enemy backline. That is not Limit's role.
Oh, here we go.
Fight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Limit's looking for the flank. TP.
Watch Patrick.
Into the dark. No! That's Patrick. Pops a stopwatch. Maybe he's been able to delay this enough. I didn't see if the Requiem's gone off. Now it comes out and Limit still takes the kill. And Schalke delayed it. We might give up the Baron, but we're not going to give up the Soul for now. Infernal Dragon should be taken by them, as Schalke with a 5,000 gold lead are stepping ever closer to their playoffs berth.
The winner of this game is guaranteed playoffs.
With his team, he's got that Cannon Barrage. That's all he needs to join a fight. XL, where do you go? What are your options? What are your choices? You got to do something, it feels, otherwise you're just going to keep bleeding out. You're going to lose these fights.
All of XL's tanks have just decided to build as much armor as they possibly can, and with good reason, but there's still a Karthus you have to deal with, and that's not the guy you want to target at the start of the fight. XL are trying to rack their brains, figure out a way to fight. But the way to fight for them is not forward. The way to fight for them is to figure out a scenario in which Patrick
and Neon just walks away.
It does nothing. Now it's an ulti blown here. Schalke will knock out the inner turret. The entire time that Schalke have been pressing forward, they've also just been raiding the entire jungle. Abadage goes in!
Paranoia, paranoia, everyone's coming to get you as Abadage goes in. There's the wreck. Boom! Doesn't need to be Aphelios.
So thankfully, XL were able to take the first Drake uncontest, were able to work their way into that second Infernal Drake for themselves.
Way back, tick, 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 as you say, Ender in the clock on XL's playoff hopes might be ticking down.
Abadage just 15 seconds away from having his paranoia to get into this fight. Schalke, they're not going to go down without a fight. They're split pushing and they're in the pit.
XL on the Baron, but there's only 8,000 HP left on it. Neon's trying to do what he can. Broken Blade might be able to finish the game before XL can even get back on into the base. All Schalke have to do is delay the pause, delay the backs, because Broken Blade is pushing in. They're TP going in with the Paranoia. you got to get back now. You got to get out of there. Can they get the recalls off? Limit gets close enough. And he stops Cries from backing away. Now XL are trying to TP back. Neon has killed off Patrick. The shutdown for Chocolat. The TP in. The Baron buff won't be enough. And Schalke have made it to playoffs.
Schalke, what an unreal performance.